Hello future millionaires, this is Aztec and this is the CSC. Today I want to try to make a quick video here. I want to breeze over some charts. I'll look at a Bitcoin chart with you guys and the Cardano chart. Before I go further, I do want to say thank you to you guys. You guys have really made this channel. I really appreciate all the likes and the comments. And you guys seem to like this new layout where I'm trying to incorporate my screen. So I'll go ahead and try to do this as much as possible for you guys. Just want to say thank you though. Here on this channel I mainly talk about Bitcoin and Cardano being my favorite project. So if you're interested in that kind of information, go ahead and like and go ahead and subscribe for more videos. A lot of my videos consist of a lot of research, and I kind of go through my research process, talk about different topics or new Cardano news, kind of where Bitcoin's going. So you can definitely look forward to more videos like that. But I'm not opposed to talking about other projects, things that can make money. So if you have any questions, if you want to see me look into something, go ahead and ask. If it's not something I'm really interested in, I may not really take it up, but definitely ask, and we'll see what I find. So thank you guys though. Thanks for everything and being a part of this journey with me. So in regards to this video, I'll also kind of breeze over the AMA that Charles Hoskinson recently made. So stay tuned for that. I'll have some, just kind of give you my take on it. Now, to look at the charts, I want to start off on the Bitcoin to USD. Let's see, we'll go to the 4-hour chart on Coinbase. And the reason I'm on the 4-hour versus the 1 day is because I'm going to kind of zoom in just a little bit to kind of find out where we're going possibly in the short term. Of course, this is not financial advice, just my opinion on the charts today. And what we look like we're forming here is, of course, a bull flag. Or sorry, a bear flag, because we have broken down and we're kind of respecting this upward kind of little flag here. So of course this overall trend here is very bearish. It is a bear flag, so it is very bearish. But one thing to note is that even though the overall trend is very bearish, the indicators may be suggesting differently. And if we look at the RSI, we're sitting at about 28, so it's entirely oversold. In cases that we have an oversold market, we generally see some kind of upward movement, just because that's a good time to buy when we're oversold. So there's that. And also, if we look at the MACD here, we have recently crossed upwards. And that also will generally suggest that we're looking for some kind of bounce or upward movement. So I do find this to be very interesting, because we also have this volume declining and starting to flatten out. Usually when it starts doing that, we're looking for a breakout, upward or downward. So the overall trend is bearish, but the indicators are suggesting a different story. So we can probably look towards this weekend for the rest of the story. This is very interesting, with the indicators suggesting a different story than this overall trend. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this plays out, and of course I'll have my stop losses set just in case, but I am hoping for some upward movement, even though this is pretty bearish looking. Now, I know a lot of you Cardano people do not like talking about price. I have noticed that a lot of you just don't care about price. You're more into the technology, and that's awesome. Though I am a trader, and I have seen a lot of new people come into the space recently, and they do care about price. So just because I've seen so many people comment and ask about price on different forms of social media, I want to go ahead and just touch on it here. We'll take a look at this Cardano chart, and we'll actually go to the 1-day chart. So what I find interesting is, we are in this descending channel, and of course that is pretty bearish, but with Bitcoin, possibly looking to bounce in the short term, we could see some upward movement. And in this descending channel, you can see that we kind of bounced upward, downward, upward, and we're back towards the bottom of the channel. So we could possibly expect to see some upward movement, maybe up to the 1,120 to 130 Satoshi level. And I am looking at a Cardano to Bitcoin chart because on TradingView, a lot of the Cardano to USD charts are not really, they haven't really matured. So this is one of the only charts I could find that was it was just more matured, so I have more data to look at. So that's why I'm looking at this Cardano to Bitcoin chart. If you want to know the price, just go ahead and take the Satoshi value over here, and you can go on Google and just basically convert Satoshi value to USD to kind of see what I'm talking about. But anyways, if we were to move upward, we could see, like I said, around 1,130 Satoshi value. Of course, if we were to break under this channel, we could see the next support level around 1,040 Satoshis. So it really just depends on where Bitcoin goes, because it is the coin to rule them all at the moment. And if we look at the indicators for Cardano, they actually look pretty bearish in the short term to medium term, midterm. We are pretty oversold, so again, I guess we could see some movement upward just due to us being so oversold, us also being at the bottom of this channel. But the MACD does look pretty bearish. We're crossing under, at least on the day chart. So that's Cardano. I really think that the chart has it gives you an idea of where you may trade. But really, I mean, Bitcoin is kind of controlling the market right now. So if Bitcoin breaks down, I would suspect us to at least break down to the 1,040 Satoshi level. And if it moves up, we should at least, we'd probably move up to this level. So really, the indicators don't matter as much to me on the Cardano chart as the Bitcoin price does. So that's kind of the short term. We're really looking to see where Bitcoin goes at this moment, and that will kind of reflect on the Cardano chart. But in regards to the AMA, I found it really interesting. I'll actually just link the YouTube video that Charles made, because it was just jam-packed with a lot of new information. He kind of went over the Tangem hardware wallets, and he actually had some in his hand, and he was talking about the partnership and deal that he's trying to do with them. So he goes into a lot more detail than he has in the past. So I'd encourage you guys, if you're interested in affordable hardware wallets and that whole deal, to go ahead and check that out. He also went over some Yoroi wallet updates, he says, that are coming. And of course, he talked about Plutus Fest. He said that they're going to go ahead and have some tutorials, possibly a hackathon. Of course, that's going to enable, Plutus is going to enable smart contracts. And that's something that's coming out in December. So, we're all excited about that. And also, he talked about the Cardano Effect. I'm actually really excited to see this new project develop. It is called the Cardano Effect podcast. I would encourage all of you, if you're big Cardano fans, to go ahead and look up this podcast on YouTube. They just recently made their first podcast, and it looks really great. I can see where their vision is, and it looks like it's going to be a really informative podcast. They'll have interviews with people from Cardano. So if you haven't heard of this, go ahead and check them out. I'm really proud of Rick and Philippe. They're really taking the bull by the horns and developing. So it's just I hope the best for them, and I really hope for success for them, just because the more people that are succeeding either on the developing part of Cardano or supportive kind of levels, the more people that are succeeding in these ways, the more Cardano gets put out in the spotlight. And I'm just really proud of everyone that's been taking the bull by the horns recently, with the Guardians of Cardano and the YouTube channels that people are making. It's just really exciting. I really think that Cardano in 2019 is going to be the most bullish, large cap coin or project. So it's really exciting, and the technology is just off the charts. All the different things that they're developing for Cardano, through Emergo and IOHK, it's just so exciting to see where this project's going to go, and they have a lot they're going to be doing in the short to mid-term to long term. So this is definitely I really think it's the project that has the most potential. So I'm excited. But anyways, guys, never give up on the future of money. Again, go ahead and like, subscribe if you find this interesting, you want to see more Cardano videos. And if there's something that you want to see me look at, go ahead and just ask me to look into it, and then we'll see what happens. Take it easy, guys.